Manatee River. Manatee. Oh, yeah.
If you haven't gotten out here already, hunker down, keep your head out of swivel, and make sure that you are focused. This is just the beginning of a very long night and days ahead of the aftermath. Laura, back to you.
Robert, I can't believe you're even standing there. We understand the eye wall has already hit ashore, and yet this is only a Category 3 storm. I mean, I don't know how you're even standing in place now.
I tell you what, Laura, what I've done, and what this team has done, we have flanked ourselves in between vegetation to my left, to my right. We have vehicles right there. We're lit by the box weather beam. My cameraman, Lloyd Alford, is tucked into an SUV so that he's not taking all the debris and all the wind and the rain. So it is a strategy, logistical. We started our day in Tampa, went down to Sarasota, and moved up here. We've been documenting all of the elements and head on a swivel this entire time. But we're not going to lose our lives in this, no doubt. Everything is a strategic move for sure to bring this broadcast to America so you can see all of this devastation and the ravaging happening right now by Milton. First responders are not out here. They cannot be right now. So if they are watching, this is what's happening, everyone. It's just the beginning. And when the sun comes up, we will understand the true magnitude of Milton's damage.
Oh, wow.
Now, Robert, it looks like the eye wall is coming ashore now, as I said, and that the storm is so big geographically that it is having an effect all the way over on the west coast of Florida, as you noted. What does that mean for the beaches in the surrounding areas, even over there?
Big time impacts. We've had reporters all day long out there on those beaches. And you know, those beaches have been hammered over the course of the past few years. I mean, Hurricane Nicole, that November hurricane
Nothing in
2
there.
years ago, that tore apart beautiful sand beaches and homes on Daytona Beach. And we expect all of that surge to come in and swamp it and rip apart some of that topography as well. That's how big this is. And now debris is starting to fly around off of the vegetation here. So it's just not a safe scenario for
now. You got to get out of
the entire
Fuck it, there's a little bit in here, I'll add it.
except for the panhandle. Panhandle's
What?
going to be okay on this.
A lemonade. I got a little bit of powder in here.
Robert, please stay safe.
I gotta make some.
I mean, this is terrifying.
Not even a lot to really flavor it that much, but it's something.
The hurricane eye wall of Milton is moving ashore. Now in St. Petersburg and in Tampa, the winds are up to 110 miles an hour, and they're expected to do massive damage. Joining me now from Orlando, Bill Hammer, co-host of America's Newsroom. Bill, just because you're inland doesn't mean these cities are immune. Now, we've seen reports of tornadoes, as Robert just said, across the state, something we're not used to hearing about in these situations.
Yeah, hey Laura, good evening to you. We are in Orlando. We're kind of sandwiched in between this storm at the moment. There are more than 100 tornado warnings throughout Florida today. Warnings, not watches, warnings. That means a tornado has formed or has been spotted or is on the ground. In one afternoon that happened here. Laura, you can get 120 miles to the southeast of here, down to around Fort Pierce area. A tornado was on the ground earlier today. Picture of destruction right now, they're out there. You can go 120 miles to the southwest of here, where storm surge in Fort Myers is already going into the area around Fort Myers, an area called Punta Gorda, which is where a devastating hurricane hit some 2 decades ago. Here in Orlando, if you think about what we're going through at the moment, we've got a little break in the storm. We've had band after band of rain throughout the day.
TikTok gives you restrictions if you smoke on live, but YouTube don't. YouTube's better.
So I talked about the southeast and the southwest, and you mentioned just how large and how dangerous and how
On YouTube now.
the storm can occur here. If you were to go 50 miles due east of here, you hit Daytona Beach. There are some predictions now that Daytona could get 18 inches of rain by this time tomorrow night. So we've gone from the west coast to the east coast down to the south. There was a hurricane here, Laura. I think it was 2017, Hurricane Irma. Irma came up the west side of Florida. It impacted 67 counties in Florida. all 67 counties were impacted by that one hurricane. Earlier today at daybreak, Governor Santos said that 51 counties will be affected by this storm. That just gives you a sense about how large this will be. The Florida Division of Emergency Management sent out a tweet on X a short time ago. Here it is. Milton is approaching landfall along the west central Florida coast. All right, so they said, treat this as if it is a tornado. And the warning went out for Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Clearwater. Well, there's 3.2 million people who call that area home. And so many of them have left, and the reason they left is because of Helene 13 days ago. We are in a hotel here in Orlando, and just about everybody inside that hotel came from Tampa. They came from St. Pete's. They came from Clearwater to up here into Orlando to take cover. But listen, it's going to be a long night for them. It's going to be a very long day tomorrow. Especially if we lose power throughout the night, the people who left that storm to get away from it may feel it nonetheless. So we'll be on standby throughout the night. Get a special coming your way at 10 o'clock Eastern Time tonight from Orlando, and we will follow every track of this storm as Milton makes its way here in Florida tonight.
All right, Bill, thank you very much.
Reckless and irresponsible and relentless promotion of disinformation and outrage lies.
Fuck you, you misinformation.
Why do you think Trump is spreading misinformation?
I don't know. I don't know. I speculate. But I just find it, I've used the phrase more than I've used it ever my whole career, un-American. It's un-American. It's not who we are. What are they talking about?
Now, this is so predictable. So Floridians are focused on survival, not politics. But Democrats and their media lackeys were busy with another type of disaster relief today, a rescue operation for Kamala's campaign. As they have so many times before, they're trying to deflect and even silence their political opponents. And Kamala seems like she's desperately trying to turn the page from her underwhelming media tour, so she jumped on the disinfo bandwagon.
Are we concerned about any misinformation or disinformation regarding evacuations that we need to clear up at this point? There's been a lot of misinformation out there, Madam Vice President, that's for sure.
But what is all of this misinformation they're so worried about?
Former President Trump has laid his onslaught upon us. Assertions have been made that property has been confiscated.
You say any of those things.
Oh, wait.
So-
Where did Biden find people saying that property is being confiscated? Well, after some digging, we found the White House sourced a single Twitter account with fewer than 5,000 followers for that bit of misinformation. So if anyone is amplifying disinformation from fringe sources, it's the Democrats themselves and Biden. Yet with battleground poll numbers trending toward Trump, the pro-Harris media, they're panicked, they're frustrated, which means a return to the echo chamber.
It's a mix of everything.
Significant amount of
You gotta hit it.
misinformation being spread.
And
We are
well.
keenly aware of the misinformation circulating on all corners of the internet.
It's something that is obviously so concerning to the administration, and we're really seeing the effects of it. And again, what are they basing this on?
One of the things that struck me about Hurricane Matthew that I've heard people discussing this storm and the sort of distrust about what this storm actually is. I spoke to an elderly woman who told me that she believed that this hurricane was geoengineered.
Okay, so now one random woman that he ran into makes a CNN disinformation narrative? FEMA is also doing its own damage control because it hurt its own credibility. Now, last night on The Angle, we exposed the agency-wide prioritization of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And Fox, of course, has already documented their slow-footed response to Hurricane Helene.
We just feel like we're being forgotten. We haven't received any response from FEMA.
We're not getting the amount of support
Time is
that
it?
we need.
We haven't
After
seen
7.
FEMA. We haven't
It's
seen
8 o'clock or 9 or something. That shit starts on the ID channel.
Yeah.
There's so much more that could be
Oh, first it's Josh.
Giving us $750 if you can
What?
even apply for it.
What
It's
time is that?
ridiculous. $750 isn't going to do
Be
anything.
8 or 9.
But FEMA
I'll
wants
find
you
out.
to feel sorry for
What?
them.
Today's Wednesday night.
So then it should be
Drop dead,
fucking
dead Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures too, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot.
No, that's alright. I forgot too. Discovery.
No, it's hard for them.
Yeah, this will be
That's
on.
Alexander the Great. Very soon this one.
Yeah. What did it start? 8 or 9? I don't even know.
It's not too bad.
It was here that one of Alexander's successors, Ptolemy, was said to have taken the conqueror's body. And do you
Yeah.
have any indication that he would have
Starts at
actually
9.
been put in this
Let's
temple?
see what's on after. It should be the Ghost Adventures. See what comes on
The
next. Should be
story
Ghost
James
Adventures.
Fromm leads me a few hundred feet away to a sheltered ruin.
No. It's a monster show. What the fuck? Oh wait, it comes on at 11.
This is incredible. These do
But
not
what
look
channel?
like
Yeah, see?
statues.
That channel. It's on at 11. They said it fucking last night.
Auguste Mariette uncovered this collection of decidedly Hellenistic or Greek statues.
They don't get over till 12.
Yeah.
Chess Secretary Mayorkas literally told us they were running out of money for FEMA hurricane assistance.
Oh.
We are meeting the immediate needs.
That shit's not bad.
With the money
No,
that
it's
we
alright.
have.
It's
Expecting another
everything.
hurricane hitting.
I mixed
We do
them.
not have the funds. FEMA does
Well,
not
we
have
ought
the
to
funds
spending stuff.
to make it through the season.
No, there's enough if I mix it to get like
FEMA
a decent one
allocated
again.
over $640 million this year alone to sheltering migrants. So combine this with other money that DHS, which oversees FEMA, has already spent on resettling migrants since 2021.
Look how little powder I put in there.
Billions. We don't even
That's the
know
little
how
tint
much,
to
but
it.
billions and
But you can
billions of
taste it
dollars
actually
since
still.
Biden and Harris took office. And this money, of course, should be spent and allocated to shoring up disaster management for Americans, not on illegal aliens.
Tastes like a flavored lemon water instead of
In
lemonade.
addition to the billions for the care of migrants, Kamala just boasted about $157 million that her administration greenlit to go to Lebanon. So instead of addressing the substantive criticisms, the Harris camp and their immediate protectorate is sprinkling their hurricane warnings with just totally irrelevant, petty, and nonsensical smears.
It is unconscionable, frankly, that anyone who considered themselves a leader would mislead desperate people. The last thing that they deserve is to have a so-called leader make them more angry than they already are. The gamesmanship has to stop. At some point, the politics of the nation, especially in a moment of crisis.
You know what was unconscionable? That you were in Vegas at a campaign event
I have to go
when
fishing
this
tomorrow or
hurricane was
something.
ripping through North
Because
Carolina.
I didn't
Yeah,
feel like
you're the
it
vice
today.
president still, remember?
I was done over.
Look, what we know from our experience with COVID is that powerful forces collaborated with government institutions to censor their critics. And now, all these years later, we see that many of the physicians who were censored or punished during COVID were in fact telling the truth. The same censorship happened surrounding the Hunter Biden laptop in the fall of 2020, right before the vote.
I'll poke this out and save it for a while. Here, take the hit
Yeah.
27
first.
days
Yeah.
until this
Take your
year's
hit
election,
first.
and they're engaged
Yeah.
in the same
Just
type
take your
of
hits first.
censorship tactic.
And then just poke it
But
out.
we won't let them get away with it.
That way we have more for the show or some shit. Even though we got a bunch right here.
St. Pete area,
But we'll have
after this
a good
storm
shit.
passes, what do you expect to see when you go home?
Laura, I think like many residents that evacuated the Pinellas County region, I think that we're all anticipating that some of us, if we don't have homes, that the damage is gonna be probably pretty devastating. But I will say, that, right now, we are focused on ensuring that our people are taken care of. That's the number one thing that any elected official has, is to ensure that our people are getting taken care of. So if you are struggling with the FEMA claim, you can head to my house.gov/hurricane, and I want everyone to know
One,
that
two,
I've
three.
actually
They're in a
been
fucking
talks
pile.
with
Where's the
FEMA
mouse?
and the governor's office, but also
They
the
got
White
it.
House. And we
They
are
got
going
him.
to ensure that money goes
You
to
killed him?
Americans,
Yeah,
not
Marina didn't
illegals.
like
The
them
fact
anyway.
that happened is unacceptable. Also
That's a
too,
dumb
yeah,
now.
I mean, they're calling all that, I think, misinformation
He
and
wanted a
disinformation.
colorful one.
In the pile of complaints that we
The
heard
hell,
today, from the White House. In other words, blaming the people for not having trust in their institutions and blaming, a couple of politicians, including Donald Trump.
Yeah, and that's unacceptable, and I've introduced and co-sponsored legislation to end
I
that
know one
funding
thing.
immediately. But we
Unless
do
it's
have
a
funding, and
fucking
I want to
small
assure
rat
the
or
American
something,
people that we
it
do
ain't
have
going in
funding,
that cage.
introduced funding.
A
It's
small
5%,
rat can't get out, but the mouse gets right out.
to Americans who have
That's
been
why he kept
impacted
climbing
by
around the
flooding and
edges, trying to
hurricanes.
find the
And frankly,
perfect spot to put
this
his head
next
through.
administration, the Trump
Little
administration, I
motherfucker,
believe,
dude.
will put Americans first. But again, we are focusing on ensuring that everyone is taken
They
care
eat
of.
it?
And I will say that locally in
No,
Tampa
they
Bay,
just bugged
whether
it
you're a
too much.
Democrat or Republican or independent, we are working together to ensure our people are going to be taken care of.
They don't
Governor
eat
DeSantis is
meat,
ready and
they're
standing
from
by,
the
and we
rat.
will help your family if you're in the area.
Congresswoman, we actually have a soundbite from Governor DeSantis when again.
I only give them like
they were
seeds
pushing
and
this
fucking.
narrative
Yeah,
at a
that's
time
good.
where
I don't want
people
it to taste of meat.
are
No,
going to be
I don't like
fighting for
that.
their survival and their property. Everything
I
they work
fed the
for.
last one meat and it got real aggressive.
We live in
They
an
like
era
it, but fucking,
where
Yeah,
if
then
you
they try to
put
kill
out
each other.
they get crazy.
online, you can get a lot
They'll
of
take a
people to
bite of
share
the
it,
other
and
one
you
and
can
be like, oh, it
monetize
tastes the
that.
same, and
That's
then they'll
just the way
fucking
it
eat them
is.
and shit.
But if you're hearing things, something that's just outrageous,
Oh,
just know,
sleeping?
in
Yeah, in a
Florida,
big pile.
none of that stuff is
Cinnamon's in the
fly.
front, then
So you have to
Oreo, and
worry
then
that
Chester.
FEMA is not leading this show. We are leading this show here in the state of Florida. We're marshaling whatever assets are available to us.
He's laying with his two girlfriends.
Congresswoman, man, he's had more experience with managing hurricanes
Oreo
than any
looks more
living
pregnant than
president.
Cinnamon, but Cinnamon should be pregnant because she was in there longer.
If there's one person that will
So I don't
handle it,
fucking
it's
know.
Governor DeSantis, and I look forward to working with him to ensure that our residents are taken care of. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, Congresswoman, our prayers are with the people of Florida. I'm a part-time resident of Florida, focusing on the west coast of Florida. This is just so heartbreaking, and we just pray. We pray as hard as we can tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Now we're going to bring you more from the ground in Florida in moments, but up next, Democrats in a panic as another key race is becoming a toss-up. Shocking next.
Hurricane Milton.
The border isn't just
That's his name.
it's shattered. Sex trafficking, human smuggling, fentanyl trafficking, and the cost isn't just in dollars. My daughter was murdered in her own room and left on the floor like trash. It's in lives. Anybody who is here illegally knows they will be protected. Where was my son's sanctuary?
Sanctuary in America.
A country that only has a border?
Streaming now on Fox Nation.
Right. Remember that time when our eye bags made us look sexy? Yeah. Me neither.
Yo, maybe that filter's. How does it need more water already?
What?
That filter in Chomper's tank. It fucking zapped off that quick because it's going really slow and then kicking up. So I need to top it off
Yeah,
now.
put more.
But damn, it went like 5 inches down since yesterday. That's crazy.
Oh, here. That over there.
Free shipping, 30-day money back guarantee. www.particlemen.com. You can see it.
Autumn is here. That means if you don't have leaf filter, you're stuck really with leaves, debris, all kinds of headaches.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm Ray Sparks from 318 Elm Street. You did our gutters last year.
The Sparks family. We cleaned, sealed, and installed leaf filter.
Yes, sir, of course. I love you, man. You make me feel so free.
Schedule your free inspection.
The pupfish is doing a little like better with being aggressive. It's not as aggressive right now.
This cabinet, $50, and the quality of this chicken is legal. I love good quality clothes that is affordable and for everybody. There's no bootleg in here. $20 off your first purchase at Vince.com. Theravital Advanced.
It'll get like,
such a game changer for me.
yo,
Theravital Advanced reduces
you seen the pupfish in there? It just went to the back. But how big you think that is? Like an inch, inch and a half?
Learn more at triceravital.com.
That's what I'm thinking, and then it gets 3.5 to like 4 inches,
That's cool.
so it'll get pretty big. But it has teeth.
Yeah. Ah. Oy, oy, oy.
I'm gonna probably have to catch out the fajakas in a cup because you can't take them out with a net. Where you can lure them into the net and then put the cup underwater and push them into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you don't take them out the water, and then I should probably put them upstairs in that tank I set up.
What else is there? Shrimp?
Yeah, they'll fucking probably destroy them.
Well, it's food.
Yeah. But a couple of the, like a good amount of the shrimps died, but a good amount are still alive. So they'll probably just eat on the dead ones or something. Help clean it up, you know?
Yeah.
But then it'll be easier to see them because the fucking tank will be clearer.
Yeah.
It's just hard to catch them out of there.
You get more. Get more for your money at Thompson Creek. Call now for the biggest sale of the year. Call 855-57 Creek now. Sometimes life is a game, but buying a used car doesn't have to be. So I risk buying from just anyone. All used car buyers ask themselves the same two questions. Is this a safe car? Is this a good car? If it's true, you'll know as much.
I should fucking just keep collecting a bunch of shrimp, and if I get a fish in the net, I'll keep that too.
Yeah.
But collect as many shrimp as I can, because those are expensive shrimp down there.
This way car is best. There's just no better way to go.
Every 20 shrimp, you're saving $10.
Yeah.
There was one, I didn't have the net at the time, but there was one this big.
That's good size.
It was a big ass shrimp, dude. And then when I came back with the net, it was gone because the water went down, so it wasn't in the same spot.
Sounding the alarm on the Senate balance of power, saying the warning signs are flashing for Democrat candidates.
It was bigger than they were supposed to be. They're only supposed to be like 1.5 inches. That thing was at least 2 inches.
Wisconsin.
2.5 inches. It was a big ass shrimp.
Race between Eric Hovde and Democrat.
It most likely had eggs on it to be that big.
Democrat to toss up. Joining me now is the aforementioned Eric Hovde, Republican candidate for Senate in Wisconsin. Eric, I know you've always been confident about your chances, but in just recent days you have surged in the polls, cutting Baldwin's lead from 7 in August to 2 points now, according to Cook Political. So what's changed and how much does Donald Trump have to do with it?
Fucking Suddy, right? Explored the whole tank, found his water bowl, and curled up behind it. Like he always does. He likes being behind that water bowl. But I set it up like this. Well, you've seen that thing, I'm not sure, but if you didn't, it has the light a little bit in the middle, but a little bit over to the left more. And then fucking, but it's pretty much in the middle, so it spreads out nice, but it gives the cooler sides and shit. And then the water bowl is on the left side, and I put the rock with like the rib cage indents in it to the front, so that's what you see, and the other square rock to the back of it on the side of the bowl. So it looks pretty cool. Kind of holds the bowl in place and shit. But it gives him something to scrape on when he needs to shed. He wants to get his smell in there because there was bearded dragons in there before. In there's a salamander, but they eat small crickets. The baby one I think is dead. It was this big. And I opened the fucking lid, and then it started acting dead. Like it was still moving and shit, but its head like broke or something. It looked like it snapped its fucking neck when I opened the lid, like it was trying to come out from around the lid and I popped it open. I'm not sure, but I gotta check if it moved, dude.
We're gonna bring you all the breaking news coming up.
You're leaving me?
don't think it's moving. It might just be kind of small that it's stuck to the wetness or something. I don't know, but if I touch it, I could end up killing it so small. I'll leave it there. Maybe the other one will eat it if it dies. I don't know. Look how small this thing is. No, you'll be able to see it. It's freaking black. It's black. That little black line right there. That's a sound in it. The other one's right there in the corner. See it? The red back one. That's what they're called. The red back. I've dumped water all over this cloth, so it should still be moist. And I just put them in there. I figured it'd be easier to feed them crickets and shit like that. Instead of putting dirt and shit, then you won't be able to see them, you know? But if I put that fucking mat, then it'll be perfect. I mean, that's not their permanent setup. I'll move them down to a 10 when I have to move the fish to the 20. But then I'll move the fish to the fucking 30 when I need to move the torches to a bigger one.
I'm gonna wear the red, white, and blue colors at a sporting event in Yankee Stadium because it's gonna be watched by billions of people, and I want everybody to know how much we love this country and how much we're gonna stand up for red, white, and blue. But it is a tragic time, and we're trying to lift up America at the moment. We wanted to make a statement that the terrorists, one thing they wanted to do was change our way of life. And it wasn't long after that I became aware of this family was
I was gonna say your phone's going on.
There's something very close to my heart. I support a lot of veterans myself, so I'm aware.
I see it light up before it beeps.
And certainly, we were all on board to honor Stephen and Timothy Towers at the Timothy Towers Foundation. Our promise.
Look at Nessie. It knows it's nighttime. So pretty soon we're gonna have to put this light on, and then I gotta shut all the fish tank lights off.
I'm proud to get into this.
I'm doing a little
It's a wonderful idea in trying to help veterans and just get back in life somehow. Please support us now.
Look at the pogey. Floating up there. The ale should eat it. Pogies do not like fucking tanks, dude. They don't know how to maneuver corners. They don't understand. So they're hard to get set up. Like, these guys know the corners and shit. The perch are smart. But fucking, the other one is not. The pogies. The minnows know the corners and shit, but they still swim up and down them because they like it. But they do this. These fucking things, they'll swim like this, and then flip and like spin on the rocks and shit. They do that, and that's how you know they're comfortable and shit.
This is an example of what we heard from thousands of customers. Look at the two videos on our website and please
Ooh, get it. Ooh, we almost got that, but the bug is on the outside. Oh shit, see, he was gonna get it though. But it's fucking on the outside, the thing flew away now. No, it's right there, underneath the lid. Where did I put the fucking bucket, bro? I have a couple of worms in there. I don't know.
He's right there this afternoon.
I moved them over here.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s. For a limited time, take advantage of Sonobello's best offer of the year.
I gotta get them out of this container. Look, it's fucking leaking.
Calm down.
This container's leaking, dude.
A large retail store just canceled a huge order, leaving us with a ton of extra MyPillow. But you know what? That's their loss. I'm gonna make it your gain. For the first time ever, you get standard classic MyPillows for wholesale prices. Only $14.88. I can't believe I'm even saying that. Only $14.88. But it gets even better. For a limited time,
Come on.
for my entire classic collection at wholesale prices. Upgrade to a queen size MyPillow for just $18.88. King size only $1 more. Get my body pillows for $29.88 and multi-use MyPillows for only $9.88. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on the screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of wholesale pricing for the first time ever on TV, including my standard size MyPillow, only $14.88. They've never been offered this low before. We have limited quantities at this price, so limit's going to be 10, and once they're gone, they're gone.
when you can't watch, listen to the latest news, business, and news headlines on Sirius XM. Anytime, anywhere.
A little bit of dirt, but I'm not really worried
Sirius
about it.
XM, America is listening.
I know how to get it out.
The northern eye wall of Hurricane Milton is moving onshore. It will make landfall within the next half hour or so. A deadly storm surge and its wind field is expanding rapidly. There's been more than 100 tornado warnings throughout the day and nearly 200,000 already without power. Now we're awaiting an update from Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, and he's rolling out right now.
Sarasota County as a Category 3 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 120 miles per hour. It's moving toward the northeast at 17 miles per hour, and it will continue to move across central Florida throughout the night.
I had to throw that over there with
early
leaking.
morning hours. We have seen a weakening of the storm over the last 24 hours. We also saw it sped up, which means it's hitting the Gulf Coast prior to high tide, which we hope will help mitigate some of the storm surge. There is, and you see it already developing. There's going to continue to be storm surge both on the west coast and eventually on the east coast of Florida. And we're going to see a significant amount of rainfall on the northern part of the storm. There's already been 116 tornado warnings with 19 confirmed touchdowns throughout the state, 9 flash flood warnings, and 4 additional flood watches, with many, many more to come. Numerous counties have reported tornado damage. Peak storm surge is predicted to be between 5 and 13 feet, depending on where you are on the Gulf Coast of Florida. As of right now, storm surge looks to be between the Charlotte and Lee County line up until Anna Maria Island in Manatee County. Prior to landfall, the state completed nearly 2,000 missions. Generators were sent to shelters. We have massive amounts of fuel reserves that are staged and ready to go, millions of gallons of gas. When the ports reopen, Florida Highway Patrol will be standing by to escort fuel trucks to service stations so that people will have access to fuel as they return to their homes. The Florida Department of Transportation is staged and ready to go as soon as the storm passes. They have 156 bridge inspectors, which will go to clear the bridges, 402 cut and toss personnel, and over 1,000 generators and 350 pieces of heavy equipment and trucks. We have massive amounts of search and rescue equipment and personnel standing by. Okay? We hope that there's not a big need for that, but we're prepared for that. And that's not just our state and local, it's also our National Guard, our State Guard. We have about 9,000 National Guard personnel between Florida and other states. We also have Florida Highway Patrol, Fish and Wildlife, Department of Law Enforcement,
Put me on a smoke.
State Guard. There's a lot of questions about pre-staging linemen, which is our practice here in Florida, given that you have a lot of linemen working for Hurricane Helene in places like Georgia and North Carolina. I'm happy to report that we have over 50,000 linemen that are in the state of Florida, and as soon as it's safe to do so, they will commence with power restoration. We're already seeing power outages. You're going to continue to see a lot more power outages over the course of tonight and into tomorrow morning. Now, at this point, it's too dangerous to evacuate safely, so you have to shelter in place and just hunker down. Category 3 storm for most places in Florida, particularly Newark
The lady in the corner.
Likely the building is
Gang signs, bro.
But if you start to
The hell.
trees are
Death
snapping,
gang.
power's popping, you do have to treat it like a tornado. And then if you are in a tornado warning, that's
Oh,
like
she
duck
said,
and cover in a
take
place
this
that's
gun,
safe.
and then I'll smash you
Those
down.
can be very,
You
very
better duck
dangerous,
your head.
even if you
Oh,
are inside
snap. You don't
and
even
covered.
know what's going on.
Stay inside and
Damn,
stay
you
off
get
the road.
slammed down.
Floodwaters
Slammed
and
down
rushing
again.
storm surge
Yep,
are
zip
very
your mouth.
dangerous. And I would say that's
Boom,
even more
boom,
so in
stab you.
spite
Ugh.
of everything, the
Damn,
safety
she's
to
going
help
crazy.
these local communities hit by Helene remove a lot of debris, and they did move a lot of debris
She's
over
going
the last
wild.
72 hours. You're gonna
What the
have new
fuck
debris
did that
coming in,
just
and you
mean?
still have some of that old debris
She
in
put
some
her
of those
hand
places.
fucking
So
like
there's
flat
gonna
and
be
walked on
hazards
it.
in the storm
But
surge
like,
and the flood
walk
waters.
tapped and shit. Tapped and fucking double fingered the fucking.
If you are
The
in
fuck?
Sarasota, Manatee, some of those areas where the eye of the storm is going, it may be
It's like
where things
jumping
calm
and
down
shit.
for a minute. just understand that means you're in the eye. It's going to go back and get really nasty.
And then she cupped her hand and
So
fucking
don't
put
go
the other
outdoors
hand above it.
until it is confirmed safe. You can listen to your local emergency management officials about that one. Power outages are going to happen, as I mentioned. So please, if you're using a generator, make sure that you're using it safely. Do not run the generator inside your home. That can be fatal. Make sure it's outside the home at a safe distance from windows and doorways.
I think people know
If you
that.
see dangerous conditions, please
Surprised I
report
made
those to
them.
your local
What the hell?
authorities so that they can help protect people and
Yeah,
mitigate.
he can run
So the
inside here.
storm is here. It's time for everybody to
Calling
hunker
outside
down.
death.
We've got
Yeah.
massive amounts of resources that have been prepared for this storm. People
They ain't
are
gonna freeze to
tired
death
because
though.
it's having to deal with
He'll be
Hurricane
warm, they
Helene,
just fucking
and
get
yet
poisoned.
all I've seen is people just dig deep inside and say, we're not going to be denied, we're going to get the job done. So I really appreciate everybody that's worked so hard on the heels of Helene to prepare for this storm and to be ready to go. And you will see that in action very shortly as this storm passes. Okay, Kevin Guthrie?
Thank you, Governor, for leading us through this. Appreciate your support. Conditions across the state continue to deteriorate as Hurricane Milton approaches landfall on Florida's. No, Michael, no sir, no sir. As Hurricane Milton approaches landfall on Florida's west coast, many areas are already experiencing life-threatening storm surge or life-threatening tornadoes. Please make sure if a tornado warning comes in, especially on our east coast of Florida, we have certainly had a lot of tornadic activity over there. With confirmed radar signature, confirmed tornadoes. We do have Virginia Task Force 1, Ohio Task Force 1, and Miami Task Force 1 going into those areas to help with those structural collapses that have happened. We're receiving somewhere in the neighborhood, this is really, really rough numbers right now, but about 125 homes that have been destroyed, most of them mobile homes and senior communities. So we're trying to get into Florida's most vulnerable to make sure they're taken care of. If you have not already left, as I just said, as the governor just said, you need to stay inside, stay safe, and stay put. Make sure that you're getting to a central area of your home, that you're getting as low as you possibly can. That is, if you have a single-story residence and no storm surge, you want to get as low as you possibly can. I had this question asked to me earlier. Do I go to the bottom of the house if I got storm surge? The answer is no. If you've got 2 floors, you need to go to the lowest part of the 2nd floor to escape the storm surge. Please do not. If you have storm surge coming in, please just do not go to the lowest level of your home. Do not attempt to leave your home.
All right, we'll check back with that as needed. Joining me now, Bruce Rector, the mayor of Clearwater, Florida, which is just outside of Tampa, getting hit very hard right now. Mayor, your reaction to the governor's warnings, but a little bit of reassurance there that the storm had weakened, although other, disturbing aspects being tornadoes and obviously a large storm surge across Florida to the west coast, to the east coast.
What he said is really important for us here in Clearwater and north of Bradenton is that unfortunately for them, we feel for our friends south of us, but to be north of the eye of the storm, that helps us with storm surge. And as we've seen 2 weeks ago, we were just devastated here on Clearwater Beach, all of our area island communities here in Tampa Bay with storm surge. So that will help us some, but as you also pointed out, we were just not able to get massive amounts of debris removed in time for this storm to come through. So the high winds that are out there now are going to throw a lot of that around, and that's a very dangerous situation. If anyone is out there today, please shelter in place because that debris is very dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely insane, Mayor. We saw several people out earlier in our footage, and you have to have your head examined. The projectiles flying everywhere, given the devastation of just a few weeks ago. Mayor, we keep you in our prayers and all of your people in our prayers. Thank you for checking in with us tonight. And as Florida braces for another direct hit, we're learning more about the government's neglect of the victims from the previous hurricane, Helene. And bodies are still being found. Folks have been stranded with no one and nowhere to turn. like an 83-year-old named Sue.